Awesome. Well, hello, everyone. So happy to have you here today. My name, if you don't know who I am, is Rachel Vaughn, your Market Center Tech Trainer. So I cover 4 market centers, Capital Partners in Excel in Ohio, Elite and Heartland in Kentucky. So if you haven't physically seen me, probably because I'm floating around. But yeah, so I am here for all of your tech needs and love to provide as much training as possible around all different things related to your business. So I'm going to try to watch that. So if you see me look over, I'm trying to get everybody in because there's a waiting room. For some reason, I don't know why it's set up that way, but we'll go with it. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and get started. If you have any questions at any time, feel free to interrupt me, put them in the chat. If you can't talk or don't have a device to talk or not in a good area. So again, if you have questions, just shout them out, put them in the chat, raise your digital hand, whatever your heart desires. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So today we are covering mastering your social media. Social media is such an important part of your business, and having some kind of social media game is important. So yeah, that's what we're going to cover today. So just to kind of give you a synopsis of what's going to happen. So first we're going to talk about the goals of your social media, marketing resources that you currently physically have at your disposal. What platform is best, meaning Facebook versus Instagram versus TikTok, Twitter, so on and so forth. And then we're going to talk about what to post and when. And then we'll follow up with some Q&A. And if you guys want, at the end, I can kind of walk you a little bit deeper into the different platforms that we have. As far as marketing resources, sorry, I don't want to confuse you. I can walk through a little bit deeper the marketing resources that we have, if you would like. So the first thing, what is the goal of social media? So the whole entire purpose of social media in real estate is building a digital relationship and reputation before closing a sale. Marketing on social media and then real estate marketing is 2 different beasts. You really have to think bigger than my business page is not just to market your listings or your closings. It is so much more than that. We are in a world where, let's face it, everything is digital now. So that means you are utilizing a digital platform like social media to make a connection. So we'll dive into this a little bit more later, but having that personal feel on your business website or page or social media, or having, just personal information, not saying you have to present your whole life on there, but having that connection with somebody online takes away the pressure. How many people do you have social media relationships with that you have a digital relationship that you've never really met in person, but you feel like you know them because you see their kids' first day of school pictures and you see their soccer games and you see when they're going out to this restaurant, or maybe it's somebody local that you just have either networked with once or don't really know that well, but you request them to be friends on Facebook, whether it's their personal page or their business page you follow, and you don't really have a traditional relationship with them, but having that digital platform kind of bridges that together. And it's a very non-confrontational approach, whereas you have people that feel very socially awkward just to be out in a crowd full of people, full of strangers specifically, and try to build connections that way. Believe it or not, that is not completely easy for everyone. So social media is a great avenue to make your connections in a more hands-off approach that the person you're trying to connect with does not feel obligated to talk to you, and they don't feel the pressure or awkwardness they may feel if in a one-on-one scenario or in a group of people. So building a digital relationship and reputation. So that is the goal of having social media presence. So your marketing resources, I wanted to give you the full spectrum because I know not one size fits all. So from a Keller Williams standpoint, you have 3 avenues. You have KW Connect, and we'll kind of go through all of these. You have Command, which is your CRM if you didn't know, and then you have Scott Leroy Marketing. All 4 of the market centers, so pretty much everybody on this, as long as you as long as your home is Capital Partners, Excel, Elite, or Heartland, you have access to Scott Leroy Marketing. This is something that the office pays for. We use them for a multitude of reasons, but something that they're really known for and really are good at being very on brand with Keller Williams, but not all the same templates as Command is their marketing templates. So anything and everything you can think of is in there. So feel free to dive into those. So those 3 are all for you. Those are all free. They don't cost you a dime. Scott Leroy Marketing does have some paid services, but none of their templates cost you anything. So those are all free. Third party, if you are at Capital Partners, in Worthington, you have access to Capital Real Estate Services. That is a paid marketing option, but Sam here at Capital Partners does great work of custom or templates. We have both. Templates are obviously cheaper than custom work, but just so you're aware. And then if you're at Excel, Elite, or Heartland, Vision platform is your option for marketing. And then if you're somebody who likes to do it yourself, you really have that creative outlet, Canva is a great tool. I love it. And the pro of Canva is there's a free version. The other pro is there are templates. So if you either aren't as creative, but want something a little more custom and a little, I don't want to say off brand, but a little less red and black and white, Canva is a great option for you. And I mean, all my presentations are built out of Canva. I will be completely transparent. I love Canva. I pay for it myself because it is that valuable to me. I believe the cost for it right now is $12.99 per month. So whatever that, it's like almost $200 a year, maybe. I don't know. I can't do math. So those are your 3 resources. So the Keller Williams options, there's third parties that are directly set up for you. And then there's Canva, and then there's always more than just what's on this screen, but just so you know what's within arm's reach for you. So then just to give you a little kind of preview of what you see. So this is Connect. So if you're an agent or have a Command login, basically you have access to Connect. So you go to kwconnect.com, you go under resources, and this is just a still screen, so it's not going to look exactly the same. You're going to go to resources, a drop-down menu is going to pop up, and you're going to choose marketing. So you can find all of the logos for your market center under logos and branding. You can find, this will take you to designs and Command, but I just want to make sure that you're aware that in the social media portion of Connect, every month Keller Williams creates a social media calendar for you. So all of the social media posts are either created or can be found in Command, and they have all the verbiage. So if you're paying oodles and oodles for social media calendars, you don't need to if you have the time. I don't want to discredit anybody. This is something that some of the third-party vendors do for us as far as marketing wise. So I don't want to discredit that at all. Those are super custom and branded and branded on you. But if you want fillers or just ideas, or you want to just rip off and duplicate, definitely come here in KW Connect and find those social media calendars every month. Next one, this is Command. This is in Designs. So you log into Command. On the left-hand side, you have all the applets, and it's the, I think, second or third from the bottom. It's got the paintbrush. That's Designs. That takes you into our design screen that you see here. So over here on the left are all of the categories. So you have listings, buyer, lead gen, business basics, holidays. If you're a luxury agent, you have luxury materials as well. So you'll choose your category. Then they have little subcategories based on which major category you chose. So right here, what you're seeing right now are the client testimonials. And you can click on any of them and show them. So these are all the different options for social media posts. And then the cool thing that I really like about this is that across the top, you have the different sizes. So social wide would be like this one or this one, these. And then it goes even one step further. Once you click on them, it'll tell you which platforms that size fits. So LinkedIn and Facebook are going to be the wide. And then if you click on social square, it'll filter to just the squares, which would be like these and these two. So that fits any platform. The square does. Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, all of the above. It fits in all of them. And then you have stories, which are these long ones, and those fit in like Facebook stories, Instagram reels, TikTok, stuff like that. So again, it's kind of cool how it shows you what goes where or fits the best where. But you have this option, and there are so many different templates in here. If you want to just plug and play, you don't have a creative bone in your body, or you don't have time to spend and create these custom things, or even if it's just fillers, like there's so many different options you can use, but these are all great. If you want to be very vigilant about posting for the holidays, I will say Command definitely has the best holiday social media graphics, and they're built to the way that you just need to put your logo, your brokerage logo on it. And then if you have your own personal or team logo, that's all you need to do, and it's done. They are great, and they're very inclusive on the holidays. It's not just the typical cookie cutter holidays. They're very inclusive. So this is in Command. And then next option we have is Scott Lorry Marketing. Again, this is an option for you as an agent of any of the 4 offices. So you go to scottleroymarketing.com. It's all one word. You're going to go to agent resources, then templates, and then digital marketing templates. It will ask you to log in. Your login password is your market center number. So I will put these in the chat, but if you are Capital Partners, it is 274. Excel is 940, Elite is 1031, and Heartland is 1134. That's literally all you type in. And I'm going to put his website in there, scottleroymarketing.com. That's all it is. So this, again, it's a great resource. It's very on brand, like I said, as far as like KW colors and stuff like that. You can tweak them. I believe, don't make a liar out of me, hopefully. But just different a little, if you're looking for something a little bit different than what's in Command, there's still good options for them. All right. And then if you want those third-party options, I have went ahead and put them on the screen and kind of broke down the market centers. So Capital Real Estate Services for Capital Partners. If you scan this QR code, if you're on your computer, it'll take you right to the website, or capitalreservices.net. If you're with Elite, Excel, or Heartland, this or scanning this QR code will take you to the Vision platform. I'll kind of hold for a second just in case anybody wants that. Okay, and I will email, I have the list of everybody who attended today, so I'll email you the slides so you have them. So last option is Canva. Again, I have a biased opinion on Canva because I love it. But again, there's a free version and a paid version of Canva. You do get more options with Canva paid version. If you like background removers, so if you have a headshot that has a background, you can remove it and layer it on there. You get more access to more pictures and more options within Canva. But don't feel like you need to have the paid version, especially if you're just starting out. But when you go to canva.com, and I just typed in real estate, and this is showing me all of the real estate.
Yeah, I have either or. The
there's like a billion. So these are social posts. This might be like a Facebook cover, more social posts. This is probably a flyer. This is a reel. This is probably another flyer. So, and the really cool thing I like about Canva is it gives you that custom feel that like you paid all this money for a marketing company to design it, but you can just change the colors a little bit, just tweak it just a little bit to fit your branding or your, what you want, whatever your vibe is, whatever your style is. And it looks really custom. Whereas the ones in Command, not knocking them, they're all nice, they're all beautiful. And you can tweak those, but it looks a little more cookie cutter than these do, in my opinion. But again, like I said, I'm very partial to Canva. So what I love about on the side here is you can like really narrow it down based on your style. So if you have a modern or you want a more minimalist, which would be like really clean, simple, that simple, elegant, corporate, professional, and then you can kind of break down by theme and category. And there's just a lot of fine tuning in here. And again, everything is customizable as far as the picture, the font, the colors, the verbiage, everything you can customize in here as well. Same with Command. So those are your options. So Command, Connect, Scott Leroy, third-party vendor like Capital Real Estate Services or Vision, and then Canva, free and paid version. So then we want to know, who is your target audience? Or I'm sorry, I skipped the question. I'm going ahead. Your social media platforms. So a lot of the times I hear, I'm either you're not on any social media at all, or you're on Facebook and you feel like you need to have Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, so on and so forth, or you're on Facebook and Instagram and don't know if you should get a TikTok and a Twitter and a LinkedIn. So these are the questions that I want you to answer when deciding which social media platforms to use. Who is your target audience and what are they using? You can find statistic after statistic that will tell you if you're targeting a specific age group, it'll tell you which platforms they use. I don't know if the generation above millennials are very Facebook heavy, because that was kind of the first legitimate platform after MySpace, depending on your age. And when you got into social media, that they use, and that's what's been out kind of the longest. So it's going to be the most user-friendly and the most used just because it's been around longer. Millennials are heavy on Facebook and Instagram. And then as you get into the next generation, it grows and grows. So look for statistics on your age group if you have a target audience. If you don't, say if you're brand new, then you kind of have to skip that question, and that's okay. The second question, which is the most important, what is realistic for me? What is realistic for you as the agent or you to manage as the admin? If you're already using it, keep using it. Or if you're really interested in learning and growing into another platform, then add that one, but make it realistic. Don't create, if you don't have anything business page, don't create Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok. I don't even know what else there is at this point, but don't create a million different platforms and a million different channels and then not consistently post to all of them, because it is important that you're consistent with them, because you need to be relevant, that if somebody searches for you and you haven't posted in a year and a half, or you created an account and never did anything with it, they're not going to trust that you are still in business. It's just so you're aware. So what is realistic for you? What does your time allow? What do you feel comfortable managing? If you have an admin, what kind of time are they allotted for? Are they full-time? Are they part-time? What is realistic for them? Do you want to pay for a social media management platform like Social Pilot or Hootsuite, or something that you can post, same post, and spread it out to multiple social media platforms? That is possible. You could use it, your admin could use it. But again, goes down to time management, and then that's also a cost. That's money. So is it in your budget to do that? So what's realistic for you? That's where I always start. If you don't feel you can consistently run your Facebook and keep up with Instagram and keep up with TikTok, if you don't want to create videos, don't create a TikTok. If you don't want to create videos, don't create a YouTube channel. Make it realistic for what you like and want and already use. I'm on Facebook every single day. Let's be real. I'm not going to lie. Every single day. I have an Instagram account, never posted to it. I'll be dead honest. So if I was going into business, I may update my Instagram social media game a little bit, just because Facebook and Instagram are connected. And it would be pretty easy to do that. But I'm not going to go get a TikTok and a Twitter and I watch TikToks, I'll be real. I watch them, but I don't create them. And I don't know if I would want to. So that's kind of just so you understand how your brain processes things, and it may be different for you, but if it's not realistic at that time of what I want to manage or use, then you're not likely to be consistent with it. And then the last option or question you should ask is, where do I go to find someone online? I know that answer is going to be Google, or it should be Google. Don't use Bing. Bing is terrible. But those social media pages show up on Google. So, or if somebody recommends you, I'll be honest, I Facebook search everybody. If somebody recommends somebody to me or a business to me, I'm going to go up on social media. I'm going to look at what they do, what they say, kind of get a feel for people. Again, that's why it's important. But where do you naturally gravitate to when you're looking for people? Because even if you are not directing them to them, if you have family, friends, past clients, other vendors and businesses that you work with, and they are referring you to them. I don't know of all of you that are parents, especially the females, if you have been in a mom group on Facebook, they link everything to Facebook. Everything. Every time they recommend a baker for their child's second birthday cake, mechanic, realtors, places to make you custom spirit wear, and anything and everything. They don't send you to Twitter, they don't send you to Instagram, they don't send you to a website, they send you to their Facebook business page. So that's why it's important to, one, know where your target audience is, and then two, realize what where people are searching and where you want to be found. So I wanted to highlight a few agents. These are all newer agents within the last year, and kind of show you their different platforms. I just pulled their Instagram because it's really easy to see. But Bonnie Roberts is a newer agent. She opted for Capital Real Estate Services to create her content and also post it for her. So that is a charge and there is a fee for that, but she had no Instagram prior to us starting it, and I think that was a month ago, and she already has 46 followers. So I just want to show you the leverage that you have as an agent, that you can leverage starting from scratch. If you don't want to do this yourself, or you're too busy, or you feel like it would be a good investment for you, check out these services and post it. I mean, she gained 46 followers in 30 days. So that's more than one person a day, for a brand new, and she comes from the commercial side. So she's not completely new to the real estate industry. It's just a different beast that she is mastering. So she doesn't have all the listings and the open houses and stuff like that to post. But there still is content you can put out even as a new agent or somebody who doesn't have a ton of real estate experience yet. So, and then we'll talk about that here in a little bit, but just want to kind of show you what it would look like. So then you have Kylie West. She's on the Embark Real Estate Group at Capital Partners. She is a new agent as well. Same with Alexandra Coletta. They are both on the same team, but they do their own branding themselves. So they create their own social media posts and stuff like that with Kylie's. I mean, I'm going to venture that she uses Canva and creates her own posts. So hers is very real estate focused with just a little bit personal. This is a video, this is a reel. So, and then what I love about Alexandra is she's very personal focused. She does a lot of videos. She has photos of her and her husband, stuff like that. So it's just really cool to see different platforms. And I encourage you so hard to go look at other real estate agents' social media accounts, rip off and duplicate. Obviously, you can't do that with listings. You got to get their permission. But as far as different posts and tip of the day and quotes and, watch their videos. What are they talking about? Just kind of look and see and get ideas. So I just wanted to showcase these ladies there, and what different avenues they've went with as far as paying for it, doing it yourself, and then just the variety of things that you can do. So this was pulled from Sprout Social. This was done, I believe, last year. So this is like the average, so the when to post. And so this is just blanket overall on a few different platforms I pulled. And then we're going to talk, and I'm going to show you a video about how you do detailed to your page. So this is Facebook, and this is the day of the week to post and the time of day to post. So the darker the blue, the higher the engagement. So pretty much across the board, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. is like peak time. And on Tuesdays from 9 to 1, Wednesdays same, Thursday seems kind of a little wishy-washy, Friday is consistent. What surprised me is that the weekend hours were the lightest. I would think it would be reversed, but this is, numbers don't lie. So this is Facebook. So if you want a general blanket statement of what to post and when, it's Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. for Facebook, because it's different per platform, not totally, but somewhat. And then you have Instagram. Again, the darker the pink, the higher the engagement. So again, Monday through Friday at 11 seems to be pretty consistent. But if you notice, it I think it's really cool how it's midday is the darkest, and then it like slowly fades out in the early mornings, in the late hours of the night. So again, just to be mindful, again, Saturday and Sunday is not as high as I thought it would be. And then we have Twitter, which Twitter is a little bit different. So again, at 11 o'clock, just on Tuesday through Friday now. And then Wednesday seems to be a good day if you want to vary from 9 to 3. So like almost the full work day from 9 to 3 is on a Wednesday. Seems to be really powerful as far as engagement. So, and if you're not sure what I mean by engagement, that's the clicks, that's the shares, that's the comments on your post. That's not just views. That is full engagement as far as interaction, as far as making a connection other than just posting something. That's replies, all of that. So I'm going to show you this video here. This is on your business page on Facebook. So I just pulled up the Capital Partners one because I'm an admin on it and I can see that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and hit play. So I am, hold on, let me pause it again real quick. Oh no, I jumped ship. Here's a quick recap for you. Sorry about that. So I am plugged into the I'm in Facebook. I pulled up the business page, and I'm under professional tools. So let me restart that now. So I'm going under professional tools. You hit Meta Business Suite. So Meta now owns Facebook. They kind of bigger picture. So then you're going to go over here to the left on Insights. And this is where you get your specific business analytics. That is how many reaches. So my Instagram and Facebook are connected, so that helps. So like this top one is Facebook and Instagram reaches. You can see demographics as far as age and gender, cities, countries, all of that. So that really helps you know who your audience is and who is engaging with you. And I know that video is a little quick, but it just gives you that insight. So if you look at what's there, 66.4% of our Facebook followers is women versus the 33.6? Yeah. And then if you look at Instagram, our Instagram account, we have 40.2% is men and then 59.8% is women. So it's a little more even on the Instagram side than the Facebook side. And then if you look at those age demographics, you'll notice on Facebook, it's a little more level as far as age ranges, whereas Instagram is a little more higher. That 35 to 44, that 45 to 54. And if you hover over them, they'll give you exact numbers. And that's percentage, I think. So how much percentage of your viewer population. But it gives you a ton of information to help you know that target audience, where exactly, so the top cities, that is helpful for the content if you're doing any like market snapshots or anything like that. If you have a ton of people from Delaware looking at that follow and engage with your page and you don't post anything about Delaware information, they're not likely to engage with your page. So that information is why it's helpful to have in review. So if you have a business page on Facebook, you automatically have this information. If you have an Instagram account and it is not set up for business, you will not see that. So to do that, you go into your settings. You don't have to create a new one. You can convert your personal to your business if you want, or create a new one and just make sure it's set up as business. So you go into your settings and then it's like business setup or something like that. And it converts it so you get all of these insights and analytics of your page where otherwise you would not see that. So then what to post? So the obvious things like listings, open houses, obviously you want to keep it real estate. So they know that you're a real estate agent. And then you have events, whether that's an office event, Columbus Realtors or your association or board events, if you're doing any client events, and then stuff like that. So anything and everything, either real estate related or not, if you want, really you can't go wrong on what you post there. What you do on the daily. It sounds so silly to post the life of a real estate agent, but it truly is cool and interesting to view and see. To just for people to understand the amount of work and effort that goes into setting up a listing or getting a buyer into contract. Like people don't realize, and you're educating them in a fun way or whatever, you know, or kind of, again, just letting them into your personal a little bit that they can make a connection with you. So your closings, again, good one. Your life, your kids, if you're comfortable. I know that can be a touchy subject, but anniversaries, friends going out, like getting together, weddings, graduations, like anything and everything that can connect you to your potential client or your clients. If you're okay with that and you're comfortable with that, post about it. They want to see that stuff. I know it sounds crazy, but they want to see that stuff. Where you're eating. If you go to dinner somewhere or you try a new restaurant, post your opinion on it and do like a food pic. Like, it's so silly, but it's so easy. Shoot your plate and say, try it out, this restaurant tonight or this brew house or wherever. So Selena says, do you recommend sharing your business page post to your personal page? Absolutely. Because you have probably more friends on your personal page than you have followers on your business page, especially if you're newer to the game. So absolutely share away, share that stuff, so that your personal people, make sure that they see it. And there's no shame in inviting them to like your business page, especially when you're brand new. I totally recommend. That was a great question, Selena. And then, so other things is board events, and local business highlights. So that kind of falls into the restaurants or like the shops, or if you have a hairstylist that you absolutely love, like sharing local businesses to your area on your business page is one of the best things you can do, honestly, in my opinion, as far as, one, you're hyping up another business. Two, that shows other businesses that you like to hype up businesses on your page and connect your people to them. So that's a good kind of leverage piece for you if you're trying to get in with other businesses or get sponsorship for events or anything like that. And then again, it helps you connect with your audience. So, and there are a million different things you could post about, any trainings or classes you go to, let people know what you're doing. Okay, so that is the majority of what I have for you today. What questions do we have? Anybody? Not everyone at first. Selena already broke the ice for you, so feel free.
How do we get on KW Connect?
So you go to, I'll show you in live time here real quick. Just give me 1 second. Dun -dun. It's a great question. So let me pull back up. Okay, so you're going to go to kwconnect.com. If I could type, I still cannot type. And mine probably saved, so it won't. If you are not logged in, it will go to this screen because it wants to automatically log me in. It'll take you here. So you will type in your username and password, same one you'd use for command. It is exactly the same. So here's KW Connect. You're going to go up to resources and then marketing. And that is going to take you to that same place that I had you at, the screenshot. And the social media is where you can get all kinds of stuff in here. Awesome. So Julie said, do you have any advice on using Pixel for ads to target Facebook ads? I will be honest, I have not dabbled in the Pixel stuff. You can, I'm not 100%. Julie, do you know, can you explain to me kind of what that is? I don't have.
Yeah. We haven't used it yet, but we're kind of looking into it. It's a way to target some ads to like our Boomtown leads, and have kind of Facebook and Boomtown communicate.
Okay.
And I can do some research. I just didn't know if you had used it before or knew much about it yet.
I haven't, unfortunately. I do know Command does kind of some of that targeting stuff, and you can target your database through social media. But I know that's not helpful for Boomtown. So
Okay, thank you.
my pleasure. So Shannon had said, any idea on how to increase engagement on Facebook posts? It seems some posts reach like 50 users and other posts reach hundreds. So that's a great question, Shannon. It really has to do with content and your audience, and really looking at those insights and seeing what people are engaging with and versus not. I can tell you from like a business standpoint at the market center level, because I look at those often, like what we're posting to the public, what people engage with. And I can tell you the most engaged posts are about our agents specifically. So that seems to be a more personal approach. So again, this is situational based on your business page and what is engaged upon. But just kind of pay attention to what those people, what your audience is engaging with, and try to post more of that content. But as far as trying to just checkbox things is, obviously video is the most, tends to be the most interactive, or as far as algorithm wise, like posted in a news feed as far as like Facebook and stuff like that. So video is always good. Having a photo is always good with your post. Even if it's just like a, like a placeholder image, as long as it relates to the content that you're posting about, I should say. Or just simple, clean, easy to read emojis. I know it sounds silly, but emojis do tend to help. So just kind of a blanket, some of that stuff can help. But again, just really digging into those insights and seeing what people are engaging with is going to get biggest. And then, so like, say if you're looking at 3 different closing posts and one seemed to get like 50 views and the other one got, 200 views, like you had mentioned, kind of look at if like one was a photo and one was just comments. And it could be, if you're tagging people in it, that can help as well with your client's permission, obviously. But having that that tag, so if you don't know, when you tag somebody in a post, it shares it to their news feed, or their Facebook page or whatever, so that not only do your audience see it, but everybody who follows and engages with their social media will see it too. So tagging is a great way to do things. Hashtags, Instagram and Twitter are higher on the hashtag. You can use hashtags in Facebook. I don't know how much it increases audience engagement though. Not saying don't use them, but just be mindful of which platforms you're using them on if you're looking for engagement increase. Does that answer your question, Shannon? I know I kind of rambled for a minute.
No, that's helpful. Yeah, I've tried to tag people when posting things, and for some reason I'm never able to, so I've got to figure that out, but
Okay.
I'll try to figure that out.
Yeah, and it can be their permission settings too, because you can, as a individual person, require approval on anything that somebody else tags you in. So it could be those settings. The easiest way I've found kind of across the board is doing the @ symbol. So when you're like typing out your post or whatever, especially on Facebook, if you do @ and then start typing their name, it'll populate them. It should populate them as well when you start just typing their name, but sometimes it gets a little finicky. But that @ symbol entices like the Facebook coding to, yeah. So it should work better that way. But there, you as the individual, or anyone as the individual, has the ability to disable the like pre-approval as far as tagging goes. And that's like same with posting on your page and all of that. They can they can set up those settings to approve it before it just goes on their page or gets tagged.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so I always recommend you just have that conversation, even if it's, you know, before they close or anything, or if you want to do it in the listing presentation, you know, hey, I would love to share your closing and, you know, your big moment on our business page. If you're comfortable, I'm going to post this and tag you in it if that's okay. If they say yes, maybe mention if your settings are set up this way, be sure that you're looking for it. And you can, you know, send them a reminder text on the day of when you post it. And just say, hey, just as a quick reminder, if you have the settings set up to approve tagged posts, be sure to be on the lookout for that because I'm going to put you on there. Something like that, just to make it top of mind. And that's going to help you get that extra views as well from their friends. Great questions. Any others? I'm ready. Even if I don't know it, I'm ready. Of course, Mel. I'm glad you're here. It makes me excited that you came today. All right. Well, I will be mindful of your time and give you some time back. This will be recorded. And again, I have all your names, so I will send out the slides so you have the links and all of that stuff. Again, if you have any questions, you want to set up any time with me to dive a little further into your business pages, I would be happy to do that. We can meet virtually or in person if you're in Ohio, unless you really want me to come to Kentucky, and I can try to carve out some time. Not gonna lie, my kids are in baseball and softball, so it's a little crazy right now, but I'm happy to help any way I can, and I will see you all soon. Bye.